What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back once again, and we are finally going to be talking about what just happened tonight. Right after I just got done watching an episode of Mayans season 3, episode 5. Now, this season has been on a ride so far, ladies and gentlemen, but right now we're getting further into it. This episode had a lot of different things going on, but right on this episode, we really got to know what's going on more about the characters. Now, the run that was talked about in the previous episodes did happen this episode. Easy comes to Bishop, basically informing him, "Hey, I'm going to take the reins on this one, and I'm going to run." And it almost seems like that basically Bishop doesn't really care as long as it gets done. And then as soon as he's about ready to go, of course, one of the ones that was hanging around Coco knows that he is doing drugs now, knows that Coco is not in a good place, and he basically says Coco's not right. So Easy kind of says, "We'll let him run with me, and he should be fine." Coco says, "Hey, good looking out." But at the same time, we do know, unfortunately, Coco does a lot of messed up stuff in this episode. So we do see where, of course, it goes back to Miguel. And unfortunately, he is going through his mom's things, and he basically goes to Easy and Angel's father after, of course, we see Angel go to their house. He gets something, goes back, talks to Emelita, and he basically informs her, because I'll get back to the other in a second, but he basically informs her that he knows he's messed up a lot, and I guess he's trying to make things right. So he basically, in a way, is giving her a ring, either whether it could be a promise ring or a wedding ring, however you want to put it, whatever type of promise that they can try to build something. And she doesn't give him an answer, right? Basically, he just tells her, "Don't say anything, just think about it." He leaves. It goes to, of course, Miguel as well as Easy and Angel's father. Basically, he's telling him no more lies. So he basically tells him that he was in love with his mother, and that, of course, she liked dancing, like this, like that. And he asks him basically, what's her feelings like yours the same? And he basically lied, stating that no, your mother was always true to your father, and he basically does not know that that is his son. He's basically telling him, Miguel, that that's his father is his father. He's not basically letting him know, "Hey, I'm actually your dad." And we do see where he later on pretty much tries to make right with Emily in a way, and basically telling her, "Hey, I'm sorry." And even though it's like, oh, well, you kind of want to feel bad for the guy, at the end of the day, we all know Miguel's a scumbag. We all know that Miguel is a two-faced scumbag. We all know this. And, anyone that doesn't agree with me, you're entitled to your opinion. But he is. I mean, Miguel is a two-faced scumbag that only cares about himself. And we all know this. And to go back to Emelita, in the entirety of this episode, which is really interesting, she is pretty much in a very deep depression. She gets cleaned up. She starts looking around the house. And she really, which is really crazy, is she actually shaves her head in this episode. I mean, I guess to the point where I think she wants to make herself feel better about everything that happened to her, and she does not accept the ring, because later on in the episode we see where Angel comes back and he's just beyond pissed off because she left the ring there, and obviously she's saying no. And I think that her and Angel's relationship may be done, but at the same time there could be maybe hope between them both if they actually want to try. But at the same time, we have in the entirety of the episode where one of the ones that we saw last week who discovered the body of the sons, he put the body in a salt bin. He goes, sees the sister of Pablo. I'm guessing that these two were involved by the way that they were acting, obviously, because he does ask about how her life's been, and he later talks about, "Hey, I gotta find Pablo." But at the same time, she says that she doesn't want to get involved because, again, of her having a better life as well as having a son. So obviously, this one Mayan that we keep, I can't remember his name. He was, I guess, involved, I'm guessing, with Pablo's sister at some given point. And then later on tries to talk to her again and basically informs her that, "Hey, if you need me, come find me. I'll be here." So I guess he gave her either the address or his phone number or something to basically at the clubhouse where he'll always be if she needs him. So that's pretty much where we left on that. So obviously, I guess there's a lot of feelings there that are going to be explored, I'm guessing, throughout the remainder of the season, as well as we go to where Easy is talking to Angel, and he basically, Angel's telling him, if you care about this girl, if you care about Emily, then maybe you need to just say screw it and just, take the leap. And he basically says, all right, good talk. So basically what we do see for the run, which was pretty cool, is they take two large barriers and basically try to use I want to say one of the some kind of truck to basically just cover the run and basically just go over the border wall. But unfortunately, they're trying to distract the border patrol with kids, and we see where the prospect is basically giving information saying, hey, you got this long or you got this long, and then basically we see where it's not working because it's not tall enough or it's not even up. So Easy comes up with an idea to put tires at the bottom, put basically I would say wood paneling on there so we can get higher to a level. Easy's with Coco. Coco does something to disrupt the tarp that's covering the cocaine. They go over the wall. Everybody goes their separate ways. And Coco does this thing where he says, oh, well, the tarp's done. Let me take care of it. And when he does, obviously we see him stealing a kilo to get back. And we see where Easy is still trying to be friends with Coco. But right now, Coco is obviously showing his colors that he's becoming more of a drug addict and trying to cover his tracks rather than just be a Mayans brother. And at the end, we all know it's going to kick him in the ass. And then we see also where he leaves, and then later on he goes right back to the druggy community and he basically just hands in the kilo, and we see the leader basically say, oh, well, you're home, you're this, and he's basically saying, you know what, man, screw you. And then he just walks in. He's basically letting the addiction control his life, unfortunately. And then we later see in the episode where when everything goes right, we see Easy talk to Bishop, and he basically says, okay, well, I'm gonna let y'all handle this. Well, I gotta go try to make things right. So he basically goes to talk to Emily, since Emily's helping. Of course, his dad's still at their shop, and he basically says, hey, I'll take you home. And she says, well, I'm wearing a dress. And of course we see Easy and Angel's dad is being badass and basically saying, hey, take my truck. And he says, well, and they're talking, and he basically gives her a gesture basically stating, hey, here's enough fork so that way when you come and visit me, we can eat together. That way it ain't just for one person. And she says, well, it ain't just it's going to be more than a gesture for that. He says, well, I understand that. And he basically takes her to a taco stand truck, and then as soon as this happens, he's getting it back, and then they get attacked because early in the episode we see where their fellow brothers were trying to get to their base, and unfortunately they get, of course, seeing their other Mayan kings, and that is probably what happened to Easy at the very end of this episode, because this was crazy. Easy gets attacked at the very end of the episode. He gets into a scuffle. You hear a gunshot go off. He gets back into the truck with Emily. He tells her to get down. He's running on adrenaline. They get to a certain area. He basically is trying to check on her, and then you see blood, and she's like, Easy, and all you see is Easy got shot in his stomach or in his side. So obviously we don't know if the bullet went in or if it was just like it went through the skin, but obviously someone has now declared war on the on that charter. So now we don't know if this was possibly the another Mayans charter that attacked them, obviously for them trying to make a big play, and this was payback, stating, okay, if Santa Padre is going to do this, then obviously we need to show them that we're the ones in control. And now what we're seeing in the next episode, obviously the next episode is going to be absolutely insane, so going to talk about that here in a second, what my predictions are going to be. Obviously we see Easy go to the hospital by Emily, and obviously everyone else finds out about what happens, and he tells them, okay, hey, we gotta go, y'all need to get out of town. He basically tells Easy, I guess, to take her wherever, and I guess we'll see a little bit of that, and him trying to, I guess, explain to her what his life is like now, and who he truly is. Maybe we'll see that, as well as also our boy Angel's going to beat somebody, man. He's either going to shoot somebody or he's going to beat the crap out of somebody. One of the two. We don't know exactly who's going to be. We don't know if it's going to be like another Mayan within their own charter or somebody that is basically trying to say, hey, da-da-da-da. And we don't know exactly who he's gunning for. But we do see where Angel's going to be a hothead, and he's basically going to say, okay, you mess with my family, so now I'm going to mess with you. Obviously, anybody else in his position, such even myself, I do that. But then we also see where Bishop and Alvarez are going to go head-to-head after earlier on in this episode. We see Alvarez and, of course, Miguel's second come to where someone is making a play for territory. We did see that early in the episode, so don't know exactly who's trying to make a play for Miguel's territory, but they said they can be talked about tomorrow. But it looks like in the very next episode, we're going to be seeing where Alvarez finds out about Bishop making a play to be king in the Mayans. He's going to have a problem with that. Even though he's no longer repping the Mayans, he's still very highly respected in the Mayans brotherhood, and I think that's really going to be shown of where his alliance is really going to be at. Is it going to be in the San El Padre, or is it going to be where exactly is it going to be at? Is pretty much what we are going to be seeing probably next week, is where his alliance actually is. Is it going to be with the brothers that he's always known, or is it going to be to Miguel, or is it going to be to another charter, or is it going to be to possibly bigger and better things? But overall, the episode was absolutely crazy. Next week is going to be more insane, and of course, I'm going to be here and talk about it with you guys. But overall, I'd like to know what your thoughts were about the episode. What are you guys thinking about what is going on in the episode? Are you guys ready for next week? Are you guys ready for more action, more drama, just everything that Mayans we know is going to do? So let me know what you guys think about this overall down in the comments. Hope you guys are enjoying your day. Hope you guys are enjoying your night. Obviously, this will be up on Wednesday morning for you guys. I'm recording this right now on Tuesday night. So either way, let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments. If you guys are new to the channel, also say about subscribing, leave answers below as normal. Leave a big fat like on the video if you guys did enjoy. Hope you guys are enjoying the Mayan reviews. It's hilarious to start this, and I'm really enjoying doing it. I really enjoy the series. Of course, you know me being a Sons of Anarchy fan as well as a Mayans fan now. I just really enjoy covering it, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying the content as well. You guys really seem to be enjoying it. So let me know what you guys think about the episode. Let me know what you guys think about the review. Leave a big fat like, click notification bell so you guys are notified every time I upload. I appreciate your time. I appreciate the love and support you guys give me on the channel. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it growing. And I'll see you guys as always on the next one.